everyone. Welcome once again to Liberal World Children Talk Show. We are here now to review a book from Reverend Chrischristian, This World That Smites the Nation. Hear us and be inspired. Let's start with Dominion. Dominion, let's hear from you from the book This World That Smites the Nation.
From the book The Sword That Smites the Nation, I understand that the sacrifice that it took God to incarnate the sword of vengeance marks the end of all sacrifices. This sacrifice is much superior to the one on the cross. This ultimate sacrifice will involve God Himself. When a man becomes a sword, he lives as a god. The eternal price that God pays to change into a sword makes him both eternal and immortal. God is angry with those who took His edge from His people. There is no enemy that cannot be killed with the sword of vengeance. And the manifestation of the hand of God upon the wicked is a continuous exercise. Lastly, what you will be on earth is controlled by the personal relationship you had with the sword of vengeance or the sword of grace and truth. Thank you.
Oh, Dominion, this is powerful. I'm excited to know that this sword can kill all my enemies. I'm not afraid again. I'm not afraid of any enemy that I have. You just made me to know that this sword can actually kill all my enemies. And it is the last sword. It's not what you said. It is the last sacrifice that God is going to make to smite all our enemies. So I am very, very happy, and that's good coming from you. That's powerful. So let's hear another speaker here. Awesome, you're welcome. Let's hear from you.
On the book The Sword That Smites the Nation. There are different swords, the sword that smites the nation, because God wants to both recover and rule the earth. When Jesus came to the earth, He was a living sword, but He was not the sword of vengeance. The sword of Jesus was wielded in grace and truth, but it will be the sword of vengeance in second coming. The strength of this sword is in its inscription. It is a sword that represents only one spirit, and it can win all battles. The sword was able to smite the nation because it represents the Lion of Judah in fullness. The Lion of Judah is principally coming to smite the nation with the edge of his sword. He will smite the nation with the sword of his value. The sword that smites the nation is the strongest weapon in eternity. Thank you.
Wow, awesome. This is mind blowing. I know here you've told me now that from this book that this word can smite all my enemies. I'm interested in that because I really want to smite all my enemies. And you also said that the strength of this word is in its inscription. You also made me to understand that there are different swords. So there is a sword that comes from grace and truth. And when Jesus is coming again, He's going to come with the sword of vengeance. That's powerful. I also heard you say that God is willing to recover and rule the earth again. So can you throw more light on that?
So God desires to recover and rule the earth because He wants to restore His original purpose of having a world filled with His glory, His righteousness and peace. Ultimately, reclaiming it from Satan and his people. Thank you.
Wow. God wants to recover the earth and rule it again. And He wants to ultimately recover it from Satan and his people. He wants the earth to be filled with His glory, with His power, with His peace. Viewers, you have heard. So I recommend you to read this book, go for this book, get it and read it, and then smite all your enemies and enjoy the peace of God on earth. We've come to the end of this episode. We'll be coming your way again. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Tell us what you feel about this book, about this episode. Thank you. Be inspired.